Drought is one of Kenya's biggest threats with dramatic consequences for the country. It causes widespread suffering and loss among drought-prone communities. Droughts have a direct impact on the household food security for nearly 10 million people living in arid and semi-arid parts of the country. Drought erodes the assets of poor communities, undermines their livelihood strategies, resulting in increased poverty, malnutrition, and food insecurity. It leaves a trail of devastation, and the national economy is adversely affected. National Drought Management Authority Chairman Ibrahim Hussein says between 2008 and 2011, Kenya is estimated to have lost 970 billion Kenyan shillings due to failure to manage drought.
It causes immense damage and suffering, both in drought-prone counties such as Turkana and to our national economy.
In 2010, at least 14 people were reported to have died in Turkana of hunger-related causes during a drought that lasted a year. In the same year, the UN indicated that 4 million Kenyans were threatened by starvation in the region's worst drought in 60 years. Turkana is one of Kenya's largest counties, covering 77,000 kilometers square, or 42.2% of total area of the former Rift Valley province.
Turkana County has three livelihoods. We have the pastoral, which carries about 60% of the population. These are people who keep livestock. And then we have agro-pastoral, those who do a bit of agriculture, crop farming and livestock farming. This is about 20% of the population. And then we have the fisheries in Lake Turkana. This covers about 12% of the population.
Here, drought disaster relief efforts face unique challenges which cause delays.
The main threats to food security in this county are frequent droughts, which actually occur nearly after every 3 years. And then we have livestock diseases. It's also a threat. And we have insecurity, especially on cattle rustling. And then all that result in high food prices.
However, the government has learned its lessons and is now moving to prevent famine situations in the country that call for emergency response. Droughts are slow onset hazards that can be monitored, the effects anticipated and prepared for.
We have all seen how drought regularly devastates pastoralists' livelihoods. The government is committed to devising lasting solutions to cushion pastoralists and crop farmers from national disasters, and especially the effects of climate change.
Cabinet Secretary for Devolution and Planning, Ms. Anne Waiguru, asked the National Drought Management Authority, NDMA, to deliver on its mandate of ending drought emergencies in Kenya.
The National Drought Management Authority's supervisory and coordination role over all matters relating to drought management in Kenya will be strengthened to ensure deliveries on all policies and strategies that relate to drought management and climate change adaptation.
The NDMA was established in 2011 to ensure the government and stakeholders respond better, more appropriately, and faster to reduce suffering and losses during droughts. NDMA is mandated to exercise general supervision and coordination of drought risk management activities in Kenya. It is a specialized institution and the principal instrument of government in ensuring the delivery of all strategies that relate to drought contingency planning, response and resilience, as well as adaptation to climate change. The NDMA Chief Executive Officer, Mr. James Odwor, says the authority has begun initiatives to ensure droughts in arid and semi-arid parts of Kenya do not become emergencies. The authority, through the European Union-funded Kenya Rural Development Program ASAL Drought Management Project, has piloted a drought risk management and early warning information campaign in Turkana County. The campaign is expected to enhance dissemination of appropriate, relevant and timely drought risk management and early warning information at community level and advocate translation of the information into action.
I would first like to express my gratitude to all the communities involved in this pilot campaign and to the various stakeholders who have generously shared their ideas and experience. The National Drought Management Authority values your engagement and support most highly.
The Drought Risk Management and Early Warning Information campaign was launched in Takwel and Lokichar divisions as well as the county capital Lodwar in June 2013. The two divisions offer diversity of livelihoods, with Lokichar being mainly pastoral, while Takwel depends on both pastoral and agro-pastoral.
Hapa awali tulikuwa na idara ya early warning system kwa arid lands ya zamani, sasa hizi ni NDMA. Hao wako na waafisa huko vijijini ambao wanapata habari kwa manyata, kuna questionnaire ambao wanajaza, baadaye wanaleta kwa ofisi kuu Lodwar, data analyst na information officer wanaweka pamoja na kuanalyze information, alafu wana produce bulletin.
Turkana was selected for the pilot exercise due to its expansiveness and unique challenges that hinder community access to information and exposure to severe drought. The campaign is expected to see development of an effective two-way communication system that will ensure early warning messages reach those at risk, are understood and acted upon. Lessons learned from the pilot will inform the scaling up process to other ASAL counties.
On behalf of the National Drought Management Authority, I look forward to learning from the results of this pilot and seeing how we can take the campaign to other drought-affected parts of Kenya.
Earlier research carried out in ASAL counties revealed weak drought early warning information feedback mechanisms and gaps in community access to relevant information. The research finding also indicated that though local communities may seek early warning information, they rarely link it to action plans for preparedness. While the information campaign seeks to combat drought and prevent disasters, the people of Turkana have one other fear: cattle rustling. The chairman of the Lokichar Council of Elders, James Lochoi, says hunger and poverty had been fueled further by the vice.
Bacha tokonam kondolo tokona kile makwar na lo zakate da ngarake nizwa kitatama ertolo kitija goro ejogota ndende gotere new period de pepe kila kwar ejogocha ipenduar to pergane to perta echewa galalo akudanga kipere de pepe.
Mr. Hussein called on the government to criminalize cattle rustling at the same level as robbery with violence. Mr. Hussein says cattle rustling is a retrogressive culture that has no place in modern society.
I am sure if the Senator, the members of Parliament, but we want to appeal through the Deputy Governor, and not only in Turkana but all over this ASAL area, it is time we stop the cattle rustling, because that is the problem.
This was echoed by the local senior district officer, Mr. Mohamud Mohammed, who called on the community to be vigilant and pass timely information to local authorities so that livestock theft is stamped out.
Adui ingine kubwa ni ukosefu ya usalama. Mambo ya watu kuvamia kutoka sehemu nyingine hapa kwetu na kuja kuiba mifugo ambayo imeendelea kwa muda mrefu imetuacha katika hali mbaya ya umaskini.
Mr. Julius Taigong, the county drought coordinator, advised the pastoral community to reduce livestock by taking advantage of good prices and selling them off before drought sets in.
Nasema mambo ya ukame tujitayarishe, kama ni kuuza mifugo tuuze wakati wako wanono, alafu ukame isipate mifugo yote kama iko kwa boma, ingine iwe kwa bank, iwe kwa mfuko, alafu tuweze kununua baada ya ukame.
An outstanding poem by pupils at Kalapata Primary School captured the mood that people of Turkana can be self-sufficient in food production.
Turkana ni eneo yenye magari mazuri, matunda kochokocho, tayapata yenyeri. Endo mene homo, ngoile ina sheri. Turkana jimbo nzuri, laweza jitegemea. Mawazo tiyapanue, tupambane maishani. Mifugo tuwafanyie, biashara asilani. Mashamba tujilimie, maji tunyunyizieni. Turkana jimbo nzuri, laweza jitegemea.
The Takwel community is an example of what Turkana residents can do with timely and accurate information on food production skills and drought early warning messages. With this, residents can engage in sustainable livelihoods, prepare early for drought, and enhance their resilience. According to Vitalis Juma from the local Ministry of Agriculture office, the community need not rely on relief food.
Tunajaribu kuonyesha Waturkana kwamba wanaweza wakatoa chakula yao kuliko ile ya kutegemea ile ya kupewa. Na tunajaribu kuambia kwamba kuna mimea aina mingi sana ambayo inaweza kuwa kwa hii joto, ambayo inaweza fanya vizuri kwa hii area ya Turkana. Hata tuna hii ambayo tumeonyesha ni baadhi yao tu.
Agro-pastoralism represents about 20% of Turkana County. This community is engaged in irrigated agriculture. Alongside pastoralism, they grow maize, bananas, mangoes, and sorghum through irrigation. Most of the farmers interviewed in agro-pastoral areas spoke of being able to send children to school after selling their farm produce. Before settling in Takwel, Napei says her family lost all their livestock, leaving them to survive on wild fruits.
Na boy gitolo na lemon ang rupi ya karang ni alamana tukul tacar bang de alu tukul
Exhibitions held in Lokichar, Lodwar and Takwel were crowd pullers as various government departments educated the people on their services. At the NDMA stand, residents learned how early warning data is gathered and analyzed, as well as collection of other data including rainfall, access to water, among others. It also involves continuous monitoring and data collection in regard to the community's food security status, pasture and its sustainability, and the number of livestock. The information is then analyzed and a drought early warning bulletin produced. Mr. Ahmed Hassan Ali asked the community to always be prepared for drought.
Katika zile habari tunataka kueneza na elimu, moja yao ni kutenga malisho wakati wa akiporo ili tutumie wakati wa akamo.
Some of the early warning information messages encourage the community to take steps to conserve the environment.
Na zaidi ya hiyo yote, kuhifadhi mazingira yote ndio maisha yetu.
Takwel District Officer Mr. Daniel Ouma said the exhibition had taught the area residents how to combat drought.
Kwa siku ya leo tuko kwa mambo ya drought early warning information sharing. Na kila mtu hapa anajua drought ikiwa kwa nchi inaharibu mambo mengi sana. Wanyama wetu wanakufa, watu wanakufa, mambo mengi, madhara mengi sana.
The community's strong culture and traditional communication methods are an asset to early warning information dissemination. Messages can be embedded in poetry, drama, and folk songs. Joseph Lolum said the information they had gathered will assist the community to adapt and prepare better for drought.
Tunatumaini ya kwamba maisha yetu itakuwa afadhali kwa shirika hili, kwa sababu imetukuta tukiwa manyumbani, ametufundisha tukiwa tena manyumbani, na pia sisi tunatumaini ya kwamba kila kitu kabisa tukishirikiana tu na hao watu, haki tutafuata mafanikio makubwa sana.
Mimi kwa sherehe ya leo nafurahi sana, maana sherehe ya leo inatufundisha mambo mingi kuhusu maneno ya mifugo, kuhusu vile sisi Waturkana tutaishi tukiwa Waturkana.
Mr. Hussein led the authorities team in launching the campaign in Turkana County. The team included Mr. Odur and Kenya Rural Development Program Technical Advisor Luigi Luminari. Upon arrival at the historical Baraza Park, Mr. Hussein toured the exhibition stands, accompanied by his team, members of the provincial administration, and local leaders. Mr. Odur says it is vital that the community gets proper information in good time, which can be understood.
I understand very well that in order to deal with the drought, you need information of the highest quality in a form that you can use. The NDMA is committed to working in partnership with you to ensure that you receive the information you need and when you need it.
NDMA has introduced a drought status flag depicting the 4 general phases as information tool for communities in ASAL areas. The flags will be flown at strategic locations within the community to alert the communities on the current drought status.
At the time you see this, you can be hosting the flag at either the chief's office, the school, the church, the mosque, the village elders' home, everywhere, just to show that things are coming.
Provincial administration and schools are some of the channels that have been incorporated to pass on information. Mr. Hussein hosted the yellow flag indicating the current drought status in Turkana County.